very beginnings of his career working on Gibson guitars in Bozeman in the 1980s, John Walker has steadily made a name for himself in the musical instrument industry. MTN's Megan Mannering caught up with the master guitar maker at his workshop in Alberton. He shares his pandemic story.
Carpathian, German spruce, Engelmann spruce.
After 30-some years in the biz, John Walker knows the makings of a guitar like the lyrics to a one-hit wonder.
Scraped the binding down flush with them.
Take a step back from the piles of tools and impressive equipment, and you'll find that the bustling guitar factory you'd expect to see is actually a one-man band.
I spend all day out here, every day. Weekends almost.
But once upon a time, Walker had dreams of opening a production facility with a whole team of employees.
So I drew up a 3-year plan. That was 2005. And the plan was to set up this shop and keep it in mind as a prototype custom shop that I would work out of, and then in Missoula have a shop, production shop.
But sometimes plans and even dreams change.
And then 2008 hit.
The risk of the recession wasn't worth pursuing a new business venture, so Walker reworked the plan, and today he continues honing a craft few have the passion to master.
Well, number one, I build a traditional guitar.
And he names these custom guitars after Montana's rivers and creeks, a tribute to the place where he got his start and the place he now calls home. In his younger years, Walker says he could pump out 24 guitars each year. Nowadays, he's down to less than 10.
I keep figuring out new and improved ways to take longer to build guitars.
Despite his relaxed attitude, COVID still managed to strike a chord with Walker.
I did lose 2 different sales. One was a custom order and one was a guy, we were all ready to ship a guitar and he backed out.
And the single guitar show and sole marketing opportunity for Walker, well, that was canceled last year too.
I had built 3 guitars for that show.
Walker admits that the impacts to his business were probably minimal compared to most entrepreneurs. Stepping away from his profession, he'll tell you the real heartache of the pandemic isn't a couple of lost guitar sales, it's the toll on his family.
The hardest thing about it is not having been able to visit grandchildren and my kids.
While he waits for better times ahead, he'll continue the sawing and sanding of his life's work. In Alberton, Megan Mannering, MTN News.
The guitar show Walker attends every year is in the books for next May, and he is already planning for that event.